The morning of the attempt, I was my normal, cool, collected self. That's the only way I know how to do it. If I allow emotions to get too high, it turns into anxiety and stress. So I've learned to keep myself locked in and tune out as much as I can. My thought process was simple. I have good crew, good family, and what I need to get this done. I kept reminding myself, this was more training and practice than anything. I wasn't there to pull everything out of myself. I needed time on the bike and experience. Maria and Jim Parker said 1,000 miles were required to feel good on the bike. I only had 380 miles outside on the bike before the ride. This was audacious, maybe even stupid. But in true No Limits Left fashion, I took on the challenge. We're here for the 12-hour world record event. We're gonna do 12 hours on the Cruzbike and see how far we can get. Got the van set up here. We're getting the crew all ready to make sure everything's all official. Maria is here.
That's right. Check the van, the lights, everything's good.
Dotting all the I's.
So excited.
Crossing all the T's. Time to prep for this world record attempt. Using Formula 369 as I have for all of my recent ultra events. All liquid calories this time. My plan is 150 grams of sugar per hour, or 150 grams of this per hour, which is half malto, half fructose. This is what 6 hours of it looks like, 930 grams. So I always weigh my nutrition because it's more accurate than just scooping it. I found, for example, when I do 10 scoops of Formula 369, that it comes out weighing less than it should for the serving size. And of course the nutrition is per serving size. So if I want 10 scoops, I need 310 grams of this mixture to make it. So I'm putting this rotor chain ring on the Cruzbike, and to do that I needed this aftermarket part that's in the center to adapt this chain ring to the crank arms and setup that I'm using. So I bought that. Simple enough, right? Not quite. Had to do some modifications. This fits on as it should. Completely flushes up on all the edges, but before, you can see on the areas I ground, it was making contact in a couple spots. See how close it is in some of these spots. It's my fun. So here I am with the Cruzbike. I'm gonna run you through a little bit of what's going on here because it's pretty amazing. The Cruzbike V20C is designed to be a race bike. Low to the ground for aerodynamics, and it flies. If there is no wind or very little wind, I will be running full disc front and back. This is an MV disc. This is some Chinese brand because it's harder to get a disc that's a front wheel. That's right, I'm pointing at the back wheel, but this is a front wheel. And that's because on a Cruzbike, you essentially have a front wheel up front. Not essentially, you do. If you can imagine a normal bike kind of this way, that's what's going on here. The drivetrain is moved up front so that you don't have this super long chain. You're not losing a bunch of power. You just have power directly to your wheel and you can fly. I'm gonna be getting my power through these Aero pedals duo. So I have power on both sides, left and right power. I have a 54 tooth chain ring up front, and it is oval, a Q ring from Rotor. SRAM AXS force in the back with a ceramic speed oversized pulley. Hydraulic brakes, Cruzbike race cage. You can put bottle mounts in here. I'm actually planning on running a bladder back here, but this is a pretty substantial rack to carry quite a bit of stuff. And I also might have a different headrest from the people we're staying with that know Cruzbike super well. So you might see a couple different iterations of things here. And that's my setup. Loading up the van at 6:41 p.m.
Cheese.
We are just about locked and loaded. Really, what we are is a mess, because how do you work and kids and pack everything up all at once? Whew, it's a mess. Baby's bike on the back, kids' bikes are in there, helmets, toys, clothes, food, everything. Locked and loaded.
What are you guys doing today?
Doing a 3-hour workout.
Are you ready for it?
Yep, it's a high cadence one, my least favorite.
Aw, you got it.
See ya.
Have fun.
The day before the attempt turned out to be crucial. Maria Parker had flown in 2 days early on Friday to help officiate and crew the event, and it was my first time meeting her in person. We went out to the loop for what would be my final training ride before the record attempt, and it was my best feeling day on the bike yet. I was still pretty wobbly and couldn't handle getting nutrition and hydration very easily, but I was able to do it all without feeling like I was going to crash, which was a huge win. While I didn't have all that confidence going into the attempt, by the end of that training day, everything felt ready.
Water.
It was game on.
And then put the mixture in, shake it up.
There's the weapon of the day. Got a disc wheel in the back, MV 6.7 up front. Decided to go without the disc in the front for a few different reasons. A little bit of extra wind today, plus I haven't checked that wheel as much lately, so just gonna go safe. We've got 9 embedded records today. Well, 12-hour plus 8 embedded records today to go for. We've got great weather out here. It is mid-50s. It'll get up to the mid-70s. Wind is 3 to 4 miles per hour for the whole day. So not too bad, a couple gusts. I'll be going really fast through this section here because I'll have a tailwind in the middle of the day, a little bit slower on the other end. We've got the crew all ready. We've got the van all ready. Official world record attempt. The bike is all ready. Got all my cockpit all aeroed out for the day with the bike computer down lower than it is usually. Mirror off to the side, kind of behind the brake lever is the idea. We've got a light up front to signal to cars, light out back. The follow vehicle has all the flashing lights and everything that we need, and the crew is ready to go.
We're one lap in. How you feeling?
Holding up okay so far.
This is how John and I know each other best. This is our most comfortable position.
It's our happy place for sure.
Everything went exactly as planned. Nutrition, hydration, stops, heart rate, all spot on. I rode at a level that made the bike proud without taking too much out of my body since I still was learning. As I got near the end, I wanted to test just how much was left in the tank. My last several laps were very fast, including pushing hard enough to average nearly 30 miles per hour for the last 2 laps, hitting speeds up to 35 miles per hour. I knew I had plenty left in the tank for the future.
You're on your 100th lap. Yeah. Oh. GPS is behind. That's good.
To tell me what people were saying. You've had lots of people come up, so.
Yeah, they're really interested in what Matthew's doing and impressed. This guy just said the whole neighborhood's talking.
Really?
Yeah, he said this year the talk of the neighborhood. So, yeah, people are very interested in the bike and in Matthew. So it's great, it's exciting.
Maybe we'll sell a few cruise bikes while we're here.
I finished with 314 miles, setting the Cruzbike 12-hour world record and 8 other embedded records, including going slightly under 12 hours for 500 kilometers. The whole event was a screaming success, and I was more than happy with everything that happened. This reminded me why I put everything out there that I do, to inspire other people to push beyond their limits and go from a good place to a better place. Consider this chapter 1 in my experience with Cruzbike. I have a feeling this is the first of many chapters.